you finished with the role as director of cricket, but came back and became the interim coach for the England series, and you achieved what seemed like unthinkable at the time, winning the Test series against England. How special was that achievement? And again, after that series, you were gone again. But that series per se, winning the Test series, how big an achievement was it for that side?
Yeah, it was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. And I think, when you look at it historically, because I think in the 20 years prior to that the West Indies had only beaten England once in 20 years in the Caribbean. So I think that speaks to the significance of it. I came back. I was asked to come back by the board and run the high performance. And Stuart Law had moved on to take the Middlesex role, and the board came back to me and said, "Look, would you take the senior team for the time being and take them through the World Cup?" And it came a little bit out of left field, but it was a great opportunity to work with the players. And to share some of what I'd learned through 2 decades of coaching and working with great sides, etc., and look at it from a systemic point of view. And I managed to. The board approved a support staff. I had great guys in the support staff whose work I knew. I had Mushtaqahmed, who obviously I knew Mushi from Pakistan. I had Vasbert Drakes, former West Indian player. I'd worked with Vasbert before when he was a player in South Africa. Toby Radford, who'd been in the program, he'd run the high performance centre, and Eswin Crandon, who was a local coach, who'd won many titles with Guyana and done exceptionally well with them. So I had a great team support staff, great team management, and we had a really, really short turnaround period, because I was literally asked at the last minute to take the side, and would I be able to get it together? And we did. So we hit the ground running. We had a small preparation window, managed to get the players really clear on what we needed to do strategically to beat England. And they played incredible cricket. It was brilliant. It was one of my, I'd say it was one of my favourite coaching experiences. Jason was exceptional as a leader. He's a special guy, and I was delighted for him personally as well with his personal performance, because he could lead from the front, and the players were magnificent. And again, it was brilliant. Again, the energy of having a team in the Caribbean, it's quite something. When the players start playing well, and so I have very fond memories. There was right at the end of that there was a board election. And there was a new president, and the new president didn't see me or the support staff in his plans, and so that was the end of the team management.
Were you disappointed when it all ended, because you delivered such a big result, but you're literally been cut off from West Indies cricket at the end of that?
Yeah, it was. It was disappointing. There was such a fantastic rapport between the team management and the players. The players loved it. They played great cricket, and I think everybody who watched that series, they could see that on the field. And it was also disappointing because having played so well. We squared the series with England in the one-day series, and that was a critical series building up for the World Cup. And I think when the players tied that series against what was then the number one side in the world, I think they started to realise what was possible at the World Cup. And so to have the team management moved on with the World Cup, literally just months away, it was tough, and it was no surprise to me, with all due respect to the team management that came in. It was no the side played so poorly at the World Cup either, because it's really tough on a group of players to change our management staff and start making those types of changes prior to a World Cup. I learned those lessons in 2003.